Once upon a time, in a quaint suburban town, the Addams family had just moved into their new house. The old Victorian-style house, with its elegant architecture and charming exterior, seemed like the perfect place for them to start a new chapter in their lives. As the moving truck pulled away, the Addams family began to settle into their new home. There was Mr. Addams, a kind-hearted and hard-working father, Mrs. Addams, a warm and loving mother, and their two children, Emma and Jack, who were both excited and apprehensive about the move. The first few days went smoothly, and the family quickly adapted to their new surroundings. But as they explored the house, they discovered an old wooden door in the corner of the basement that piqued their curiosity. The door seemed to lead to a hidden room, but when they tried to open it, it was locked from the inside. Undeterred, Mr. Addams decided to investigate further and found an old key tucked away in a dusty drawer upstairs. He rushed back down to the basement, and this time the key fit perfectly into the lock. With a creaking sound, the door slowly opened, revealing a dimly lit room filled with eerie artifacts and mysterious symbols on the walls. At first, they dismissed it as an old storage room, but as days passed, strange things started happening in the house. Objects would move on their own, doors would slam shut without anyone near them, and eerie noises echoed throughout the halls at night. The family began to suspect that their new home might be haunted. Emma and Jack, being curious and adventurous kids, decided to investigate further. They discovered old diaries and letters hinting at the house's troubled past. Legend had it that the house was once owned by a powerful sorceress who practiced dark magic. She had mysteriously disappeared many years ago, leaving behind a trail of supernatural energy. As the days turned into weeks, the supernatural activities escalated. The family witnessed shadowy figures wandering in the basement, and strange whispers filled the air whenever they ventured near the hidden room. Fear and tension gripped the household, and Mrs. Addams was particularly affected, experiencing vivid nightmares and inexplicable cold spots. Determined to rid their new home of these unsettling occurrences, the family sought help from a local historian who specialized in paranormal investigations. Together, they conducted research and performed rituals to communicate with the spirits haunting the house. Through their investigations, they discovered that the spirits were trapped and unable to move on due to the sorceress's curse. They were desperate for closure and release. The Addams family empathized with these tormented souls and resolved to help them find peace. With the historian's guidance, they organized a ritual to break the curse and release the trapped spirits. The ritual required the family to perform acts of kindness and forgiveness, expressing their understanding of the spirit's pain and sorrow. Through this process, the family not only helped the spirits but also bonded more closely with each other. As the final ritual concluded, a soft glow enveloped the hidden room in the basement, and a sense of calm washed over the house. The spirits were finally free, and the supernatural activity ceased. With the curse lifted, the Addams family found a newfound appreciation for their home and the experiences they had gone through together. They embraced their new life in the house, cherishing the memories they had made and supporting each other through the challenges they faced. And so, the Addams family's new home became a place filled not only with love and warmth, but also with a sense of wonder and respect for the mysteries of the past. From that day forward, they lived harmoniously, knowing that their bond was strong enough to overcome even the most supernatural of challenges.
In a small, isolated town stood an old Victorian mansion, shrouded in an air of mystery. The mansion belonged to the renowned van der Linde family, who had lived there for generations. The townsfolk spoke in hushed tones about the mansion's hidden secrets, but one thing was for sure. There was a locked room in the attic that nobody had ever dared to open. The story began with Alex, a curious and adventurous teenager who had recently moved to the town with their family. Intrigued by the local legends, Alex couldn't resist the allure of the mansion. One stormy evening, when the moon hid behind dark clouds and the wind howled fiercely, Alex decided to uncover the secrets of the locked room. Braving the creaking stairs and dusty hallways, Alex finally reached the attic. The door to the mysterious room loomed ominously before them. It was an old, ornate door with strange symbols etched into its surface. Despite the trepidation, Alex felt an inexplicable pull towards the room, as if it held the key to unraveling the mansion's dark history. With trembling hands, Alex tried the doorknob, but it refused to budge. The door was locked, and there was no key in sight. Undeterred, Alex decided to seek the advice of an elderly neighbor, Mrs. Johnson, who had lived in the town for decades and knew the mansion's history better than anyone else. Mrs. Johnson hesitated, but eventually shared a chilling tale about the locked room. Generations ago, the van der Linde family had been involved in dark occult practices, seeking forbidden knowledge and power. The locked room was rumored to hold a portal to another realm, and it was locked to keep whatever lurked inside from escaping. Undeterred, Alex continued their quest to unlock the room. They scoured the mansion for clues, delving into the family's old journals and letters, searching for hidden keys or passwords. The more they investigated, the more they felt the mansion's unsettling presence surrounding them. One day, Alex stumbled upon an ancient key hidden in a dusty, forgotten chest. It had a peculiar emblem that matched the symbols on the locked door. With hope and trepidation, Alex hurried to the attic to try the key. To their surprise, it fit perfectly, and a chilling gust of wind swept through the attic as the door revealed a dark, foreboding room. It was filled with dusty books, arcane artifacts, and strange symbols drawn on the floor. An eerie glow emanated from an otherworldly portal at the center of the room. As Alex stepped cautiously into the room, a feeling of dread washed over them. It was as if the room itself was alive with malevolent energy. Suddenly, a ghostly figure emerged from the portal, and a sinister voice echoed through the attic, warning Alex to leave or face dire consequences. Unable to resist the lure of the unknown, Alex asked the ghostly figure about the mansion's secrets and the family's dark past. The figure revealed that the van der Linde family had indeed dabbled in dark magic and made a pact with an ancient entity from another realm. Realizing the immense danger, Alex hesitated, torn between seeking knowledge and escaping the ominous presence. The ghostly figure grew more menacing, and the portal's glow intensified. In a moment of clarity, Alex realized that the room and the entity were bound together, and by unlocking the door, they had inadvertently unleashed it. With a surge of courage, Alex backed away from the portal and ran, slamming the door shut and locking it once more. The mansion trembled, and the ghostly presence faded away. The room returned to its dormant state, but Alex knew they had set something sinister in motion. From that day on, Alex couldn't shake the feeling that the entity's malevolence lingered, watching from the shadows. They vowed never to open the locked room again, ensuring that the dark secrets of the van der Linde family remained sealed away, forever hidden in the attic of the old mansion. The mysterious locked room became a haunting reminder. Creaked open,